In the world of One Piece, the Haki King, also known as Haki. Color domination. This is a rare form of Haki. It's so rare in 1 million people, only one person owns it. According to the words of the King of Darkness, this type of Haki cannot be achieved through training, but it can be improved through the growth of the person who owns it. Features of Haki. A king is capable of controlling the will of others. For people with weak will, there's chills. Foaming mouth and unconscious. For those with strong will, then you can still resist the influence of this Haki. I invite all of you to join me today. How many characters have this rare type of Haki? First, the Golden Sugar Pirate King. Captain of the Sugar Pirates. He is also the father of Pagadia Sugar. He's a legendary pirate. They have all 3 types of Haki, and use them at an advanced level. You used to be a tough opponent of other notorious pirates, like a Whitebeard, Eki Slope or naval faction as Gap Sengoku. 22 years ago, after the discovery of the last island, Joker officially becomes the Pirate King. He has everything in his hands from money and fame. However, a year later, you've decided to turn yourself in for the Navy and executed in the town of Latte, of the Blue South China Sea. The only rare time that we see the Sugar Pirate King uses Haki was when he fought the white-bearded pirates. Then, this great man had the opportunity to meet with the National Samurai Wano as the Zukiaden. With a single blow, combined with Haki the high-level emperor, Sugar defeated Odin. The samurai was stunned. Then Joker continues to clash with Fong. His opponent is New Gates. It's because they both use high-class Haki. So even though the weapons haven't touched each other, but it caused an incredible earthquake. Even that resistant splice, the sky above was torn in 2. So everyone must be amazed. 2 blue redheads are the captain of the red-haired pirates. At the same time, he was an apprentice on the Ozo Jackson of the Sugar Pirates. Like the late captain, Green also has 3 types of Haki, and it seems to have latched on to his power. First time we see Green using the Haki Prince is in the South China Sea. Then, my uncle used it to drive out the evil Sea King, to save my nephew Luffy's life. Next time is when Blue was on the pirate ship. Whitebeard for eyesight. The green power has broken out, Haki. That brought countless white-bearded bandits to their knees. This Haki is so strong that made the Mobinik ship also shake violently. Then, Blue and Whitebeard using Haki high-class Prince into weapons and duel each other. Via touchscreen of the 2 of them, the sky above was divided in 2. Identical as Whitebeard solo with Sugar. The next time Green uses Haki is when the redheads were in Wano. Then, I realized that Admiral Bull 6 was doing some damage for Momonosuke and the samurai. He then drew Ra's sword and transferred the Haki to it. Then launch it straight to the Admiral's place. Blue's Haki is so powerful that it paralyzes Cow 6, and immediately returned to its basic form. He was so afraid of Green that he immediately run away with your legs. I don't have the same hubris and arrogance as I did at the beginning. Similar in Moby Movie Z. Blue, he also used Haki to heckle 2 admirals, Arkiaju and Fujitoya. It even brought down Vice Admiral Mamamanga and make Kiaju sweat profusely. It's really horrible. The last time the blue-haired redhead clashed with the pirate kid, I noticed the enemy. I'm going to do something crazy. Haki Customs Clearance High-Level Observation. The Green Rush. Haki on the Green Fawn. Captain Kid and Killer. With a single attack. Out of Birth, also known, is the epitome of Haki high-level observation, because my uncle's Haki is so powerful. It makes it impossible for the enemy to see. Future BA Simple Jli. It's the first mate of the Sugar Pirates. It's also the right hand of the Pirate King. The King of Darkness. He was introduced for the first time when he appeared at the Esebody Island slave auction house. Then he used his prince's Haki to knock out all the weak. To talk comfortably with the Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy still doesn't have the concept of the Immortals. I was amazed at the power of the Dark Lord. Blue told Mr. Kelly about Luffy. Boy in the South China Sea. He has the same personality as Captain Sugar. That's why. The King of Darkness has always been waiting to meet him. I realized that Luffy's current level was too immature. It's hard to survive in the new world. Jlees offered to train him for 2 years. What the Dark Lord wants to teach Luffy is Haki. Then Jlee again showed Haki. My prince. Help the student open his eyes. The Min King's Haki is all at a high level. But 2 years is too short. So that Luffy can achieve it. That's why, until he's up against his opponents, at a higher level, Haki has been upgraded. Received the news that the Wuhai 7 system was dissolved. Jlee knows for sure, the Navy will attack Children's Island to capture Mo Hancock, so was also present. But the King of Darkness is a little late, so the Blackbeard was on the loose. Fortunately, it was still in time. Then Jlee pulled out his sword and unleashed Haki. My king more. One more time. For the purpose of driving the black-bearded neck out of the Amazon lily. The Dark King admitted that with the current situation, you can hardly beat the title. Also thanks to the previous one, that's why I can beat that Blackbeard. For White Whiskers. Captain of the white-bearded pirates. He's also a former member of the pirate gang. He was called the strongest man in the world. Whitebeard is on par with the Sugar Pirate King. So his possession of all 3 types of Haki is. It's very normal. It's like my enemy. Rare times, we see the Whitebeard using Haki. That's when he confronted the Sugar Pirates. On an island in the New World. With his high-ranking Haki. VA touchscreen of Whitebeard and Sugar, it tore through the sky above. Many years later, Green meets the strongest man in the world. To talk about A. And the Blackbeard, they couldn't find a common voice. So finally happened VA touch. It's like a clash with Sugar. This time, both White and Bluebeards use high-class Haki. Should continue to tear the sky in 2. During the summit battle at the Navy headquarters. Due to unstable health conditions, Whitebeard couldn't use his Haki. To save the firepower boy A. That's why the most powerful man in the world had to give up their lives. Majin Ford. It makes people very sad. Luffy was the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. At the same time, is the heir to the power of the sun god Nika. In legend, Luffy comes from a terrorist family. When my grandfather was a Gap naval hero, father is the leader of the Revolutionary Army Monkey D. Dragon. Besides, you're the twin brother of the fireman. And Sabo Disenteritis, it's the red-haired Blue Quad's favorite nephew. And a disciple of the King of Darkness Simple Jlee. Luffy is a straight boy. Sometimes I'm a little impulsive and eager to win. More than him, a man who never gives in to others. Give me the will. And the qualities of a true emperor. That's why, Luffy also owns a rare Haki King. That many people wish. Even though it's 57 years old. Luffy's just starting to have a concept of Haki. After battles with opponents, horns on the high seas. The first time he broke out in Haki was to intimidate Duvin's Motobaro cow. In the Sabati Islands. Luffy was then whipped to Amazon Lily. And had to fight 2 of Hancock's brothers. Majin Val and Sano Sunia. In my anger, Luffy has unleashed King Haki. For most of the audience around the stands unconscious. To impend down to rescue his brother. Luffy continues to use Haki. In the unconscious, to protect the Bonklai from the aggressive snow wolves. The peak is, when you're involved in the summit battle. At the Navy General Department, all the AIs are here. All must be surprised when the little rubber boy in front of him was such a powerful force. I can see Luffy's potential. The King of Darkness, Simple Shoes, has decided to train Haki for you. Within 2 years. Thanks to which Luffy is now able to use the Haki. To clean up the soldiers at will. No more random outbursts. Only to confront the 4 Kaido beasts. Luffy just realized that Prince Haki doesn't just have the effect of knocking the target unconscious, but also can wrap it into the attack to increase damage. Can say, it was Kaido who helped Luffy raise his power. Yours up. Until achieving Kia 5 God Micah status. Now every attack Luffy unleashes is covered. With Haki Prince. That's why, while battling Rock Lucy at Head Island. The journalist doesn't understand. Because of the damage Luffy caused. So strong again. It is one of seven most dangerous Vuhai of the old generation. Flamingo is a dragon. Living in the holy place Majin-Roi of the Don Quixote family. His father is Don Quixote Homing. Decided to give up all authority, take the whole family down to the ground to be civilians. But this is the wrong decision. In his life, Doflamingo's family. Not just not welcome, it's hated by the people on the ground. Find every way to get revenge, just because they used to be dragons. Used to live in the silk of his servant. Now, Doflamingo and brother have to pick up food in the landfill. To live through the day. His mother also died of tuberculosis and disease. When cornered by the inhabitants of the ground. Flamingo has woken up. And burst out his Haki prince. When he was only 10 years old, at the same time, the devil in him also rises from here. During the battle with Luffy at the Redosa Palace. By Flamingo and Luffy. There was a Haki battle. It's very majestic and beautiful. Even so, Doflamingo's king. It's just stopping at a basic level. That's partly because he's focused on it. Into the power of the devil fruit to control his. He's the second member of the Straw Hats, the Haki King. From the moment it appeared, Zoro has shown, you are good enough to be a real king. With the dream of becoming the world's #1 swordsman, it is no wonder that Zoro has the Haki Prince. Within 2 years of training with the first swordsman, Hakushi's, Zoro has mastered 2 basic types of Haki. Armed colors and observed colors. It's not until you confront the 4 Kaido beasts. The new guy suddenly woke up Haki Prince. Something more special instead of just basic emulation. Zoro jumps on Haki. King Sr. wrapped it in Emma's bar and left a scar on it. Kaido the beast even then. I didn't know I had this kind of Haki. In the duel with the Fire Sutra. Zoro has figured out the key to using Haki. King Sr. then continued to wrap it in the sword. And successfully defeated him. The last of the Luna race. 8 Kazuki Oden is a legendary samurai from Ono. He is also the former captain of the Second Pirates, Whitebeard. Oden was one of the most powerful samurai of the Ono kingdom. Since his birth he has been a man of extraordinary strength. Oden's innate fighting ability. The more advanced, on an adventure with sugar. And Whitebeard Oden can use all kinds of Haki. But the most common thing seems to be Haki, high-level armed. It's also known as Gyo. When you fight with all your strength. Oden can hurt Kaido. And made him wear a scar. To live on the side. It is still unclear how to Gentos. Shuka once almost defeated his Kaido. It's a Haki attack. Or just advanced armed Haki. Yamato is a naughty girl. Of the 4 Kaido beasts. That's why Yamato carries the blood of the Pony clan. Full powerful 25 years ago. After witnessing a heroic death. Of the Black Tsukio and read the log of him. Yamaha has decided to become the second Black Tsukio girl. To know this, Kaido handcuffed her daughter. And give her a death match. Trying to escape from the soldiers. Yamato has unleashed his Haki. Kaido is a surprise. The animal is not like a feather, but like wings. Growing up, Yamato mastered all 3 types of Haki. And mastered the use of high-level Haki. That's why I fought my father. I can hold him for a while. Long enough for Luffy to return to the battlefield. During the clash with the Bull Admiral 6, Yamaha knocked a powerful club into his head. This attack, it makes the Gyaku feel very sick. And admitted that Yamato's Haki was quite powerful. Big Mom is the captain of the Big Mom Pirates. He's also a former member of the pirate gang. Like the other 4 kings, Big Mom also owns all 3 types of Haki. She woke up the Haki King. Since childhood and until now. This power has reached its peak. In a duel with Kaido at Demon Island. He also showed off his high-level Haki. It's like when blue and white whiskers clash. VA screen touches Big Mom's weapon, and Kaido made the sky split in 2. Also in Onigashima. Big Mom used Haki. High level and defeat injustice with just 1 punch. Kadar Kuji is the second son of Chanos Tenlin. at the same time holding the position of sweet commander of the ice. Big Mom. Conqueror can say. He's Luffy's toughest rival. In the battle at the Cake Island. In addition to being wanted by the authorities over a billion belly, Conqueror is also the owner of 3 types of Haki. And master the power of the devil fruit. Even though he has Haki. But that's not the power of Conqueror. The Haki he's most proficient at, it's Haki watching. Conqueror use it competently. To be able to see the future. In a short period of time. The Haki thing, this caused a lot of trouble for Luffy. Conqueror and Luffy. There is also a fiery Haki battle in the mirror world, to clean up those who interrupt his battle. 12 Sengoku is an extremely powerful navy. Used to be a close-up duo with Navy hero Grab. He is nicknamed the Buddha, and the head of the Navy. As a fleet admiral before joining the crew. Goku-sen has now retired as Inspector General. To be a guide for the Marines. Rookie. Buddha is confirmed to possess the Haki Prince. Although it's a pity. When the audience has never been seen, Sengoku uses this ability. By the information above, only confirmed by Oda authors in big cards. Therefore the extent of his mastery of Haki. It's still unclear. Captain Kidd is the captain of the pirates. It's one of 11 supernovae of its generation. Worst kid built is a reckless pirate. Crazy and ambitious. Besides, he's a very good king. I'm not afraid of anyone, not even the 4 kings. Kid used to confront the old-time BA 4 kings, Big Mom and Kaido. In the battle at Wano Kingdom after defeating Luffy. And watched him explode. Prince Haki. It has been confirmed that Kid also possesses this rare type of Haki. However, in the manga, we've never seen Kid perform Haki. My prince. Once upon a time only the studio added Tower in the anime. High probability is new Kid. You can only use it at a basic level. It's just cleaning up soldiers. Is a mystic who lives in the empty century, 800 years ago. He's known as the first pirate to sail. He's also the memory owner of the devil fruit. Hido names. Until now. ROI Boy is said to be the owner of Haki, the strongest king. It no longer exists in this world. But 800 years ago, ROI Boy has compressed Haki King into a knot. Inside the giant robot, Ancient Imez. The Battle of EH Head, Imez decided to untie that knot. And spurts out an amount of Ha. When the giant king, it covers the entire surrounding area, the island of the future. Its power is so strong that's why all the Marines are here. Unconscious personnel. There are also vice admirals out there. This King Haki stream. He made for elves. It immediately lost its monster form, and was driven back to the Holy Land. It even makes you. Those who did not participate in the war also had to sweat. 15 Kaido wild animals. It's called the most powerful creature in the world. Kaido owns all 3 types of Haki. Like the other 4 kings of the time. Kaido's ability to master Haki. It's impossible to ignore, all of his most powerful techniques in combat. Luffy is covered in this kind of Haki. Other side, it was Kaido who helped Luffy realize that the Haki Prince can also wrap himself in blows. So, the damage he did was so terrible. In other words, can be considered the unofficial master of Kyulu. High ability Yamato. Also Kaido himself, he taught me how to use Haki. Black later. Kaido's own wine daughter. He used it against him. 16 is the son of the pirate king Gold D. Joga. He's also the captain of 2 white-bearded pirates. Before being executed by the navy, the pirate king asked his grandfather, "Take care of your son, I was after I was born. Your mother is Fordguard. I lost too much blood and left. Gap decided to bring I back, let the family of Dan bandits take care of, to hide his true identity. Yours here. I met Sabo and Luffy. And BA drank alcohol unjustly swear to be brothers in a marriage. In battle with the Blue Esm pirate. Seeing Luffy in danger, A has unleashed his Haki Prince. And knocked the pirates around unconscious. This is a rare time, we've seen this guy use the hegemony. At the age of 57 A decided to sail as a pirate and then. He has mastered all 3 types of Haki. Even so, a majority use the power of the devil fruit to fight is. It should be Haki. The guy's still at a basic level. 17 by Hancock. The Pirate Queen. Hancock is the only female pirate in the top 5. The current 7 Vu high. Hancock is the queen of Amazon Lily. He is also the captain of the pirates. Kuya female warrior. Just like Captain Kid and Sengoku. Hancock owns the Haki Prince. But never once could. Currently it mainly uses the power of the devil fruit. It's also quite understandable because her power is beyond question. Just be cute. Then use the Metro Micro Fire power is enough. To turn those around to stone. What is the point of using Haki? Right? It's a character that leaves a lot of marks on the audience. He first appeared in AC the Red Rosa. In the arena, he was revealed to be a legendary pirate. In the past, with more bonuses. 500 million Belarus. Through the battle, Donching Rao made all the viewers. In the stunned arena, with the battle of Haki with Luffy. Even. It made a lot of people in the audience. Fainting in place. Although Donching Knife used very competently, the basic form of Haki, be a king, but he hasn't been able to raise this power to the level. Next time in that face. I lost to Luffy quite easily. And mind uniform. Hero Navy Fist. He is the grandfather of Prince Luffy. He was also the father of the revolutionary leader. He was considered the Pirate King's toughest opponent, Golden Jogger, and many times almost killed that man. Until now, Gaft is only confirmed to possess 2 basic types of Haki. Armed and observed. However, through what the Gap has shown so far, from character and strength, enough to show Gap is also the owner of the king. Especially in the battle at the naval headquarters. The Gap is not surprising when my nephew got the Haki Prince. The Haki King is the kind of power affirming the position of the strongest. Can fight on a par with the big-name pirates. Like Sugar Tiki or Whitebeard. It's absurd not to have the Haki Prince. Right? Next is Supreme Judges of the World Government. Also known as the 5 Elves. Including the scientific god of defense race Satan. The environmental god Marcus, war god Rule Topman 1 Kuji. God of finance Ithamba Janatsuzuzo. War god of agriculture Jupiter. During the battle of Future Island Head. This old man, it has been confirmed that they all possess the Haki Prince. Anakuji's voice is accompanied by Haki. She is just like Big Mom. It's so powerful that it blows everything over Luffy. And repel 2 pirate captains. The giant. Next to it, Saint Netsuzuzo is confirmed to possess Haki. King Senior. In a small encounter with a Straw Hat swordsman. The rest of the elves, the level of Haki is currently unknown, because they haven't unleashed all their power yet. In addition to the 23 characters above, there are still other characters who possess Haki. That has never been shown, or recognized by the author. If you watch One Piece long enough, we can also judge for ourselves. It's the revolutionary monkey dragon. Father of lead male Luffy Straw Hat. He was a Marine. Dragon realizes that this organization has no justice, decided to leave. Then he founded the Revolutionary Army. Stand up directly to the world government. Dragon has been around for a long time. But we've never had one. I see your power. Luffy's father owns the Haki Prince. It seems clear as day. Next up is the Kbiz. Captain of the notorious pirate gang. The ocean was flooded in 38 years ago. The steep recruitment of the pirates. Like Kaido Whitebeard. Big Mom or Tiki and her pirates. Enough to show what is his strength and how dangerous he is. 3 of the pirates mentioned above. They later became 4 kings. At the same time, they're all the ones who own the Haki. That's why Rock owns the second jar. This king is also very normal. After the Battle of the Valley of God, Rock was defeated by Heroes and Sugar. Very likely to have sold salt. Next character to be on the Haki possession list. The king was the first hawk-eyed swordsman, the Dra Kumi Hog. He was a member of the 5-7 Vu High. After the organization was dissolved, he teamed up with Crocody to form a separate organization. It's called Happy Crush. You can say the Hawkishai. He's the unofficial leader of the 10 Commandments. He is known as the strongest swordsman in the world. The Hawk's owns Haki. There seems to be no need for author confirmation. According to the Navy. Your sword. Even more formidable than the red-haired blue quartet. A master in the field of using Haki. In addition to Niho. One of the few characters. He was able to darken his sword. Next is Imu. The head of the world government. To this day, Imu's identity remains a mystery. We only know. He was one of the 20 kings, founder of the world government. And of the Nedona family. You seem to have an immortal body. So it can exist, from the empty century until now. Your power is beyond dispute. He is the leader of the 5 elves. Besides, you're a faggot. Enemy of legendary warrior ROI boy. That's why I'm sure. He also owns Haki. And even to say that it's the strongest right now is not exaggerating. The next character mentioned will be Saint Figalinging, leader of the Holy Knights. He has just replaced Satan. Become a member of the 5 elves. The power of Ga Lin is evident. In the Valley of God 38 years ago. Then, he had a chance to confront the steep pirates. And the sugar pirates. Goddess grace is given to you. Imu personally selected. It's enough to show how strong he is. That's why he owns Haki. The king is perfectly normal. In addition to the main characters in One Piece, there are also characters in anime and movies. He also owns Haki. It's the old Naguri. Appears in the flashback of BA. This is because of Luffy. He was the captain of a pirate crew. But after the war, and lost to the sugar pirates, the ice has broken up. Naguri also gave up being a pirate. And now he's a garbage man. Living in the remote areas of the kingdom of Hoa, he showed off his Haki. To chase a big bear and help the 3 Luffy brothers. Then, Naguzi also became the master of the 3 of them. In Moby, the pirate festival introduces Thew, a very heinous character. That's Dogard Mulet, a former sugar pirate. His power. No less than the Dark King Silverjlee. But was arrested by the Navy in a silent prison, then down after the riot of Blackbeard. Chickens, successfully escaped and allied with Puenapesta. With the intention of destroying all the seas pirates in the world. In a duel with Supernovae. The worst generation. Pulet had a confrontation with the Haki King with Luffy. It's absolutely magnificent. And destroy however. He's only at the basic level of Haki. And mainly using the power of the devil fruit. So it's not clear that he has a high-level Amir. Like the Dark King daily or not. Here are all 31 characters who own Haki. The king in One Piece. According to you, there are other characters. Do you have this rare type of Haki? Please leave your comments below the comment section. Thank you for your interest and follow. See you in the next video.